What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Kaizenoriginal photography, and today we're going to talk about the Canon R6 Mark II combined with the Sigma 135mm 1.8, which I'm filming on right now. So my camera's way over there. I can barely see myself on the little screen, but let's get into it. All right, so what's so special about this combo? Well, first of all, the Sigma is not a native RF lens, so you're gonna have to use the EF to RF adapter. And at first, I was a little bit skeptical about how it was gonna function. Is the autofocus gonna be good? Are there gonna be any bugs and stuff like that? But to my surprise, everything worked really good. I've done 2 paid jobs with it at the moment, and I've gotten some amazing shots. Now, using the 135mm on the R6 Mark II body without a vertical grip, it's kind of unbalanced, to be honest. So I actually got like the extra hot shoe mount that you can mount on the lens, just so I can hold it a little bit better. But still, the distance between the lens and the hot shoe mount, what's it called, the Arca Swiss plate, is just so narrow. So my fingers like barely get in there. But it works decent enough for me to do what I want to do. And when I'm out shooting, it's really helpful because when I mount the monopod to the Arca Swiss plate that's on the lens, the balance is so much better, and I can work with it a lot easier. And I've actually gotten a couple of questions from other photographers like, why didn't you get an 85mm or a 105mm, and why did you go with the 135mm? Because I've already tried a bunch of 85mm lenses, I've tried 105s, I've never tried the focal length of 135. So I wanted to challenge myself a little bit and see what I can do with it, because it is a telephoto lens, but you can still work in narrower spaces if you're looking for those really like detailed shots with a bunch of beautiful bokeh, both in the forefront and in the background. And the images that I'm about to show you in a minute are actually from a Skybar we have here in Malmö, Sweden. A friend of mine works there. I told him that I wanted to come by, shoot some images, try to learn my new camera, and just get into the nitty-gritty pro bono and see what kind of results I could get with this combination. And I can honestly say I'm super pleasantly surprised about how this combo is performing. I usually shoot with the GFX50R, which is a really slow camera, which is a medium format camera with a manual Midicon 85mm 1.2 lens. And that's a fun experience in itself, but using this combo, I feel that I can broaden my horizons a little bit. And to other R6 Mark II users, you already know this camera is blazing fast. And the quality of the Sigma lenses, they're divine. Comparing it to the GFX50R, of course, that's a great camera and it produces some stellar images. With this combination, I never felt that I missed any of the moments that I really wanted to catch. And while the GFX is an amazing camera as well, your shots have to be a lot more planned, especially when shooting manual. So this combination combined with the GFX and the Midicon lens is just an amazing kit to have as a working professional. Now, going into the images we're about to see from the Skybar, I had some amazing light that day. It's on the 16th floor. You could see the bridge crossing over from Malmö to Denmark, and the sun was just about to set, so I had like a perfect golden hour, which you will see in these images starting from when I first came to the end of the shoot, where golden hour images started to appear more and more. Now, of course, I know everybody is here as well for one thing, and that's the bokeh. How is the bokeh on this camera? And I absolutely love the bokeh. Shooting at 1.8, the autofocus is just so spot on to what you're trying to shoot, and the type of bokeh that it produces on the foreground and the background is it's creamy and amazing, and it really gives that whimsical feel and depth of field that I usually like to shoot. Now, what do I feel that I don't like about this combo? Well, coming from a Canon 6D, moving on to the Sony a7R IV, and then going back to the R6 Mark II, the Sony autofocus system is just a little bit stickier. It kind of reads your mind a little bit better on where you want the autofocus to stick. The Canon is really good as well, but it's a little bit more jumpy. I don't have that ultimate sync with the camera that I had with the a7R Mark IV. And of course, you can always deep dive into the settings. I've taken a look at the settings and rewired the camera once or twice for my liking, but I think I have to test it out a little bit more to see what type of autofocus settings suit my type of shooting the best. Now, I actually had my GFX with me as well, and I took a couple of shots at the end of the session with my GFX combined with the Midicon 85mm, as I mentioned before, and also with a TD Artisan 11mm 2.8 fisheye lens, which a lot of people, I don't see it a lot on social media, people trying like these fisheye lenses, but you can get really, really cool results from them. So without further ado, let's jump into the images. I made a little bit of montage, a collage for all the curious people out there wondering what type of images does this combo produce, and for the other enthusiasts out there. All right, so I hope you liked this video. I hope these images gave you a better sense of what this combo is like. If you like my content, if you like what I'm doing here, if you want to see more videos about the R6 Mark II combined with the Sigma 135mm 1.8, I will be making future videos about the system and different shoots that I'm on and what type of settings I'm going to have. There's going to be a bunch of new content coming on that. Now, I'm a small YouTuber, but I would really appreciate it if you threw in a sub, threw in a like, and share the video if you found it useful and helpful, and I would be much obliged. See you all on the next video, and goodbye for now.